Hello, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Carencio. Hello to anyone viewing anonymously. And welcome. Welcome back to Homestuck Beyond Canon. Second update for the month of June. We're back with the plot point. There is not much for community news today. There is no second news post because the second news post was the one on June 12th. There was, of course, the news post on June 1st being the other one for June. So that's all until July, which starts way too soon. Haha. Yeah. So I have two things, though, as a part of, you know, preambling. Hello, Leku, welcome. The first thing is, I realized it flew over my head a little bit because I don't look at numbers much, but I've officially busted 200 followers on Twitch. Yay! So that's exciting. Yeah, I don't do a lot of numbers talk because I don't do a lot of looking at numbers. But I realized that because I got a little Twitch achievement-y thing for it, and I was like, oh my god, that's so exciting. So I just thought that was cool, and I wanted to share that excitement with you all because it's something that made me very happy. And I hope that you all have a moment in your week that where something made you very happy too. It's, you know, about the little things. But yeah, it's at 201 now. I think the YouTube algorithm gave my last Homestuck upload a good kick because it performed significantly better upon first posting than most of my things do, and it was after that point that I was like, oh, hello, new friends. Welcome. Thanks for joining. But yeah, thank you for the congrats. Yeah, it's an exciting little bump. So, you know, we're gonna keep going with business as usual with Beyond Canon. Keeping up with Homestuck. Finishing Disco Elysium. Yeah, we're definitely heading into the end game there. Chicory is after that. I'm very excited for Chicory. Chicory is not going on YouTube, but I might record and put just like the art school segments on YouTube because I think those are going to be really fun to do collaboratively. But in terms of other things, exciting things to look forward to around these parts, Times and Galaxy is out. Why is that so blurry? Hold on. Is it just because it's not auto-playing the video? Oh, stop that. Times and Galaxy is out. I'll put the link to this in chat if any of you want to explore a little more detail. This will also be available in the description of the YouTube video if you're watching on YouTube. Times and Galaxy is the latest from Copy Chaser Games. Copy Chaser being the fellas who made Speed Dating for Ghosts, which is another game that I have streamed on this channel. It's a long fucking time ago now. I think that was one of the first games that I ever did for bonus streams. Yeah, Speed Dating for Ghosts, absolutely charming. And now, Times and Galaxy. Embark on an interplanetary adventure as the first robo-reporter for the Times and Galaxy, the solar system's most trusted holopaper. You're just an intern, but if you can get the scoop, write great stories, and impress your colleagues, maybe you'll get to keep your job. Yeah. So, I'm especially excited for the character writing in this, just given how great the character writing was already in Speed Dating for Ghosts. It is on sale right now. Oh, cute. They have a bundle of Speed Dating for Ghosts with Times and Galaxy. Where is it? Right. You, like, pick out your different... You hunt around to unlock all of the options for how to build your story, getting your little clues from people. Then pick your headline, your lead, your new graph, your key quote, and your color copy. To, build your story, build your reputation, build the paper's reputation. Hello, Max. Welcome. 100% positive reviews so far. Yeah, I looked at the reviews. I read all the reviews back when there was only like 6 of them. And now there's 13. Yay! Oh, there is a demo. But that's the thing. This is one that I think I do. I think I would want to put on YouTube, the playthrough. So I want to just go in fresh. But anyway, Times and Galaxy. Very excited to play because Copy Chaser does great stuff. Yeah, if you're interested in more details, click through that link. As you can see, they've got like a lot that you can kind of read through and look at. Yeah. Oh, right. And this too, at the bottom, I was surprised because, it's talking about Copy Chaser. Ben Galina's former newspaper reporter who spent his past decade working in AAA and indie development. And somewhere in here, it says, oh, yeah, by people who worked on Mass Effect. And I was like, oh, that's neat. I forgot about that career history for him. But, oh, yeah, collaborating, gained support from the Canadian Media Fund and indie label Fellow Traveler. So brought to you by Canada, that place that I live, and Fellow Traveler, who you may remember from Pester Quest. Obviously, their best known game, Pester Quest. Yeah. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But it's on the docket for sure. I forget if I already bought it already or not. Oh, no, I didn't. I've just had my Steam app open on my computer for days and days and days. When, you know what? No. Sorry. I was like, you know what? I'll just buy it right now. And they're like, no, I can do that after stream today. Because it's on 10% off until July 1st. True Lord, hello and welcome. We are just about to get started reading. So we left off at the end of the last update with the reveal of the plot point. We had a very long discussion about how this thing might function, what pieces might move, what it might do, how it might be activated or operated, as well as just kind of talking about the general state of things and where everybody is with what. That was very productive. And now we get to see how this reveal sits with our good friends, John and Vriska. Ah, yes, the creeper explosion. Yeah. Creeper green. Okay. Yes, good friend. Alright. So, the panel appears to be just kind of like general shock and awe. Confusion. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to come and catch things live too. And I'm happy to hear that you were enjoying all of the prior streams as well. So yes, welcome to live and coming at you with so many colors, so many flashy colors right now. Oh my god, you're so right. Yeah, John is the only one that doesn't have arms. That is really good. Okay, what does Calliope have to say for himself? He dropped them. Okay. Technically, the machine stabilizing the plot point. The actual point is that ominous-looking bit in the middle. That's it? That's it? It looks sort of small and shitty. It's actually anything but. It is paradoxically massive and incomprehensibly powerful. So much so that the fact that anybody was able to contain it at all is a miracle in and of itself. But as much as I'd like to sit here and congratulate myself on the achievement of its stabilization, more miraculous still is what we intend to achieve with it. And you, Vriska, are going to be instrumental to the success of this endeavor. Emphasis was, I put emphasis on weird things there, but you know what, we're gonna keep reading. Oh, we've got, oh yes, good theories happening in chat about John's arms. I'm gonna have water and then keep reading. Staring up at my bedroom wall and being reminded that I have a poster that I need to put back up. I know I've mentioned this a few times before, that I have, back in yonder days of the official Homestuck calendars, for, it was 2017, 18, 19, I have those 3 years, and at the end of each year, I cut them apart and put them up, in my bedroom as posters, and it's one of those, I don't know which month it went with in the calendar when it was put together properly, but the calendar month on the back of that image is April 2018. But yeah, that's always my, if you're sad that posters are fucking expensive, just like chop apart a calendar. My hot tip, always. Banger idea. Yeah, it's 2021 Homestuck poster anymore. There's some good shit on there. Yeah. Yeah, Homestuck has some real banger official art. With the 2024 one. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do any prints as a part of their new merch run, because they've been musing about various ideas. I know that and James's news posts and stuff, he's been talking a lot more about like trying to do some more creative and unique stuff than just like t-shirts and maybe posters, which I'm also extremely on board for. I'm so excited to see what the final car cap plush looks like. Vriska used to have the concept of black holes and neuron stars explained to her, because that's what the plot point seems to be, neuron star. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, Calliope gets into that like a little bit as we go through this conversation. But yeah, if you look at official prints, well, we'll see what they got cooking. Alright, let's see what Calliope has cooking here. Right. Okay, so she was like, Vriska, you're very important. No shit, that's kind of my whole thing. You're more correct than you know. As we've already explained to John, this world is currently mired in a state of, well, let's call it dubious pertinence. I fucking knew it! John, didn't I tell you? I totally did tell him. I've been saying that this world is complete bogus for ages now, and nobody's been listening. Yet here I am, right again. Shocker. You should listen to Calliope, John. They have pretty weird taste in fashion, but they obviously know what they're talking about where shitty fake shitness of this joke of a timeline is concerned. Clearly, we need to do something. Ooh, guest artist. That would also be very exciting. Oh, neutron. I missed a letter. Yes. A neutron star would be a star in your brain. I mean, that would also be pretty cool. But yeah, okay, neutron star. I skipped a letter there. More of a black hole singularity, which I guess could be a former neutron star. There, inside the singularity, a neutron star would be logically the opposite of a black hole. I think that's how it works. I'm just gonna let y'all have a battle of wits, or, you know, a battle of facts over that, because astronomy is not a scientific field of knowledge that I have a breadth of knowledge about. But yeah, I just know that they have called it the singularity in the comic. Its relation to neutron stars is very possible. Yeah, so Vriska's, you know, being Vriska. That was perhaps a tad reductive and sort of rude, but you certainly correct. That was perhaps a tad reductive and sort of rude, but you're certainly correct in your assessment that something has to be done about this. I'll keep this short. I'll keep this short. The entire fucking page is Calliope talking. I feel that, though. I know John's already heard a good deal of this explanation previously, and you seem to be catching on quick. So, earlier you mentioned that you've had a keen sense from the beginning that something was amiss here. Although our world isn't necessarily bogus, and it certainly isn't fake per se, we are in effect completely cut off from the wider canon of reality, to borrow a phrase from a slightly earlier me. We're kept quarantined here by means of existing within a massive black hole, from which escape seems essentially impossible. That's where you come in. You see, we're hoping to leverage your unique hyper-relevancy here to... Oops, let me back up. The reason we brought you here specifically is because the plot point over there corresponds to the singularity at the exact center of our aforementioned plot prison. Important bit of info, that. Now, to reiterate, we want to escape that prison. And not just as individuals either. No, the hope is that we'll be able to emancipate our entire world from this narrative purgatory and retake our place in the limelight. To do this, we aim to become uncontainable. And to do that, we're going to use you, a potent plot player, if ever there was one, to crack the black hole wide open by interacting with the singularity, by reaching the plot point. Now, there are quite a few ways this could practically shake out, more than a few methodologies we could have you try. The first thought was just to have you make something happen here, something significant, mind. But what would that really entail? Contriving an entire scenario for you to play a pivotal role in here, at the center of all things. I did consider it, but it felt, well, inorganic, inauthentic. And if we're going to make it out of here, inauthenticity is the exact opposite of what we need to achieve. Which brought me to wondering how someone like you might utilize the plot point itself, as a tool rather than a locale. How you might wield it. Perhaps it's a portal and we send you through it. Or maybe we have you ferry us all through it. Though, how would that work? Alternatively, it may be as simple as having you attempt to destroy it. And, alrighty, just shoosh. Let me stop you right there. Yeah, Callie, sweet Callie. She got some of the few people more in love with their own voices than Karkat and Vriska. No, it's a Christmas movie for them, but yes, the end result, at least, of only being able to hear your own voice for most of your life. Gotta fill that dead air somehow. Alright, Vriska's pissed, and nobody is surprised by this. Oh. I don't have all day to sit around listening to a frumpy exposition creature. But you said that, you two. Here's the story. It's obvious to anyone with half a pan that this whole shindig is pretty much cosmically clusterfucked, top to bottom. Equally obvious is that I'm gonna be the one to fix it, because when am I not? And what's becoming even more obvious to me is that none of you actually have any real idea of what it is I need to be doing here. Theories, maybe, but nothing solid. So while I'd love to sit around listening to more academic conjecture on the ifs, ands, or buts of what exactly this thing's deal is and what we should or shouldn't maybe do with it, I actually wouldn't love that at all, and am not going to do it because it'd be a waste of my time. And no offense to this whole plane of existence, but I've had just about as much as I can handle of wasting my time in here. It's time to kick off the training wheels and do what I do best. Figure shit out myself. So sit tight and leave the rest of this to me. You can thank me when I get back. Ran to the computer. Yes, we have the sound page that has been hinted at, and I was a little incorrect in my assessment of what I thought the upcoming sound page would be, but S. Vriska, figure shit out yourself. You're welcome. Oh, shit! So, short and sweet. Yeah, I didn't think it was coming quite this soon either. Right, or something he was talking about. The music, don't know where that post is though. Okay, so you're thinking that maybe there is still another bigger animation coming. Okay, there could be, very well. Oh, hi, Aleph. Is that good? What just happened in the Flash? I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually. Yeah, I just kind of kept my mouth shut and let that one play because it was short enough that we can just, like, absorb it independently. But I do want to play this one more time and maybe... Right, because the thing is, she's reaching forward to, like, fully grab it. Yeah, spaghettified, sucked in there. But not just sucked into the black hole. Like, the lasers, there's something interacting there that's got, like, that's her blood color in there, right? And then it starts spinning. So, like, Leku, I'm pretty sure it was you who said that looks like an hourglass. So, like, yeah. They definitely, hourglass shape, doing things, because before it starts spinning, it's very clearly that hourglass, like, the sand has reached the bottom, like, we've reached the end of the line kind of thing, is what I'm getting from it. So far, they haven't disproved your theory that Vriska has been sacrificed. That's the thing, like, maybe, maybe she has just been sacrificed fully here We know. Yeah, Vriska. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Huss Nasty edit. Yeah, the callback, the classic art style, gorgeous. Maybe it's not, maybe it's a centrifuge. Yeah. It is certainly exhibiting centrifugal behavior. Yeah. And the music. The Hive Swap music. It's got, like, the piano. Like, from the cutscene where Joey gets pulled in. Or is it that exact cutscene? I might be mixing things up, but that's 100% like Hive Swap music motif in the piano line there, pulling it together with like all of the Shrub technology. Yeah, centrifugal. Yeah, so like the singularity, the force of the singularity pulled her in when she went and reached to touch it. But because of the way it's being stabilized and is connected to specifically the Shrub technology, it did not just pull her in, spaghettify her, and like that was it, she was gone. Something about the way that she got spaghettified interacted specifically with the lasers that were attached to it to pull, I don't know, her information into the Shrub machine, because it clearly was like that was her blood color. It did read her as she got pulled in. Am I checking out here? Am I making sense? No problem. Hold on. It's supposed to be a series of gifts with the music mixes. Shrub Portal music, Penumbra. Right, that was English. Right, Lord English theme and other relevant Homestuck melodies. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember hearing the music preview. This was right, there was a mention a while back that they posted a music preview on the Patreon. It was for this. It was like the ending part, which I feel like it's okay to say now because it's out. That's like my one weakness. I've never been super great with like, I have a very strong visual memory and like connecting, you know, like names and faces and like being able to like picture and connect things visually very well. But when it comes to sound, I'm like, oh, I know that noise. But I could never fucking tell you what the name of the song it's from is. Like, I heard the preview of the ending bit, and I was like, oh, that's another Homestuck song. There's connections there. I think that was related to John. It's about as close as I got. And like the Hive Swap one too. If someone like played the tracks, I could like do the connection, but I don't fucking know what any of this shit is called. I don't know track names, the sounds. Yeah. It's a big problem with Splatoon music too, but that's also because I just tend to like throw on incredibly long playlists, and not really look at the titles. I'm just like, yeah, good tunes. Yeah. Many albums of music that I've listened to on repeat, and I could sing along to the entire thing. But if you're like, what's this song called? I'm like, sorry, man, I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, No idea how to find shit on Reddit, but you're looking for the most. Godspeed. I can't help you there. I also don't know how to find shit on Reddit, but Godspeed. Alright, how's everybody responding to watching Vriska get spaghettified? Well, nobody has arms. They're just kind of standing there watching it spin. Oh, hi, Solix. Wow. Yeah, she's, well, just as much of a card as I remember. Just as much of a jerk, maybe. She definitely was not very polite, but I guess she did more or less end up doing something. So I suppose we should chalk that up as a win and a job well done? Interesting. It was essentially a black hole in a black hole. I don't know. I was kind of expecting something a bit more plot significant, I guess. Callie. Yes, dear? Is Vriska right? Right about what, dear? About the fact that you don't actually know the fuck we're supposed to be getting up to here. Well, more or less, yes. Baby, are you serious? This conversation is fucking adorable. I love these two. Oh dear, did I neglect to mention that I only really had a solid grasp on the inaugural steps of this whole undertaking? Yeah. Oops. Callie. Shit, yeah, Callie, this is kind of a fucking oops. You said you were being compelled by, like, hella visions and premonitions and mysterious psychic spatio-temporal intuitions, and I kind of figured that meant you had this shit all totally comprehended. Assumptions will make an ass out of you and me, Roxy. Oops, fucking indeed. Ooh, okay, I will look at, that post when I have finished reading the update. Oh no! I'm tired. I was out at a fun event last night and with Katzen, and we got back late. I didn't have a great sleep, and I got up early, and now I'm tired. Yeah, so this stream, I mean, like, just with the length of this update, this stream is probably not going to be super duper long, but I'm not going to try and do anything else after it to, like, fill the rest of the time. We're just going to enjoy Homestuck and then go to bed. But, yes, I will look at that link after this. I think there's only one more page left after this anyway. I'm sorry, Roxy. It absolutely wasn't my intention to mislead you or overrepresent my own level of understanding of the process. It's just that, well, you remember how we got so wrapped up in the initial excitement of finding the singularity in the ruined Juju art and subsequently stabilizing it with our super cool cherubic Lalandian tech. It's true, our tech really is so fucking cool. And then, well, it felt like we were on such a roll when we came to the conclusion that we needed to leverage Vriska's hyper-relevance to scurry out of here. We did have a whole bunch of high fives about that. It was an exhilarating breakthrough, and an equally exhilarating high five session. But then the conflict began to ramp up, and your son got into all those shenanigans, and I wanted you to feel like I had everything under control down here so you could attend to it. And all that notwithstanding, we really did need to hurry up and do something. I'm worried that perhaps you'd be a bit reluctant to pull the trigger on this if it felt like all the details weren't lined up. And so I suppose I might have implied a more complete knowledge of the A to Z of all this than I actually possessed, and continue to possess. Well, but you don't possess it. No, I'm afraid not. Ugh, Callie, I gotta say, this feels sort of less than ideal, but I guess what can you do? Wow. Feels kinda nice not being the one getting chastised for a change. John, shut your insensitive blab hole or I'm gonna chastise the shit out of you. Jeez, it was fun while it lasted, I guess. Just trying to think solution here, but is there something we should do? Should we maybe, I don't know, follow her? Click replies. That's where it is. Okay. Cool. I'm going to open that and I'm going to put that on the right screen. And I'm going to open the break song video. So that I will remember to do that too. Vriska getting herself killed could be significant if that's what just happened. That's really fucking funny. But yeah, basically, that Vriska fucking dying could be the significant thing that just happened. High five. Oh yeah, Kelly Rock's high five systems go crazy. Yeah. They're adorable. Last chance to request this before Pride Month is over, and then it's Wrath Month. Everybody's gay Delta rune. Okay. So we'll get there. Let me see if I can load or find Reddit thing. Oh, I'm kind of breaking my own rule here, I know, because we're not done this conversation yet. But if I... It's really awesome. I didn't... man, I don't want to make a Reddit account, but it's really cool that James Roach has actually been responding to people's things on the Reddit. If I search comments for just his username. I think okay, I think I found what you were talking about. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think I found it. Mystery solved. Let me... Okay. No, Reddit, I don't want to sign in with my Google account! Okay. There we go. Oh, blah, blah, yeah, there it is. So... yes, fun fact. It was going to be an S page, or it wasn't going to be an S page until a few weeks ago. It was going to be a bunch of GIFs, but when we saw Kim's animations, we decided we had to go for it. There will be another one soon, actually. Woohoo! So, that's exciting. I'm excited for more. Yeah. I gotta figure out where my places to get Homestuck things are, because that seems like a thing that I should have seen and known about as a cool thing to have in a tab to talk about at the relevant time. Comments before that had the exact song that he used. Yeah. Oh, that's not how this page is supposed to load. There we go. Oh, see full discussion? Is that would that be what I'm looking for? Oh no, that's just the entire thread. Yeah, what if I just... keep going. Okay. Fucking Reddit. It's the first ones all the way at the top. Oh, it's buried away the hell in 39 reply. Got it. Interesting music choice in the Flash. Dense mix of old leitmotifs, including nothing to do with characters, like upward movement and black. Also succeed with high-octane, plot-relevant flashes from the first half of the comic, symbolizing plot relevance and essential homestuckness, which the Candy timeline has been missing. Very fitting. To represent relevance, sort of roundabout way to the characters whose themes I mixed in to do it. Here, I'm just gonna get this link for the description of the video. Yes, great recreation. The arpeggios from Unite Synchronization, Killed by Break Spider. Uses a PesterQuest song as a bass in the mainly the Hive Swap Shara Portal motif. Cross property relevance as well, yeah. Penumbra, because I thought it sounded cool, has sort of a mysterious vibe and fandom anyway. Not an exact science, I am talking out of my ass a little bit, but I'm glad someone figured the vague intention. Very nice. Someone asking for a name. Haven't named it, it's a few seconds long, but I named the song Stupid Shit, so if one of you guys wants to take a crack at it, that's fine. Yeah. James Roach, creator of such hits as an ASCII image of Bowsette. And you guys know I just do the music, right? Which, the title of which I believe has been changed on Spotify because that's no longer true. Oh man, there were some significantly wilder ones on the Hive Swap soundtrack, and now I'm not remembering what they are. Hold on. Here. What's the name? Yeah, that was really good. That Feel One, another James Roach track. It Be Like That Sometimes, Take Me to Class. Oh, Fortnite Funny Moments Epic Fails, episode 413. That. And this fucking, what is, God, this acronym stands for something, and I don't remember what it was anymore. Malix. Yeah. Fortnite Funny Moment Epic Fails, episode 413. What is this one fucking... If I go... I wonder if I go to... his Tumblr... If I, like, search for that acronym, if it will come up. Because he posted it there. Yeah. tagged for Hive Swap. How much did you guys hear about the analog horror series managed to actually... Ooh, I did not, and I'm very curious what series it was. Worst End. This title is too long. See description. Did I see? Was that Oh yeah, here. Just this title is too long. Turns out it's like the shoe. Right, because Nikki versus Nike, the pronunciation of the name, turns out it's like the shoe. Yeah, there it is. Y'all know I just do the music, right? Trollkind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange. In those days, we really believed that to be one of the world's one and only truth. Is the entire title of this fucking song. I did see the thing about Smiling Friends. One of the background artists for Smiling Friends put a bunch of Homestuck references and like posters in the walls of some event space. Actor Midwest Angelica, a series steeped in science fiction and anime references. 5 years ago, fuck off. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the original. Still don't know if it's Nikki or Nike, like the shoe, not like the name Mike. And then on the official soundtrack is called Turns Out It's Like the Shoe. Clown fucker, service car, an ASCII image. Hello? Loading? Stelsa's theme is in here. It's Stelsa, right? Oh my god. Back when these games came out, I had the names, like the full names of every single troll memorized. Do I have to do that for this to load? There. Take me to Clown Church. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Pilots. That feel one another. James Road Track. Call Me Gorgor. Art Shop. We're getting a little far back. Don't tell me it's not in the Hive Swap tag. No, we've gone too far. It's not in the Hive Swap tag. What? See, now this is gonna really bother me. It's called I Guess I Do Other Stuff Now Too. All this things actually distribute area bomb. That happens on April 13th. It was Lonk's theme, yeah. Heart Chop, apparently. It's not how that is spelled. Is that a separate tag? I know actually factually that he posted an explanation on Tumblr because I used it as a reference point when I was doing my stream of this game. Oh man, it's Stelsa, right? That's the character name. This is a massive tangent. Alright, hold on. Hold the phone. Because this information has to be somewhere. I know that it exists. Oh, fuck. I bet it's on, like, the wiki or something. I mean, I'm just gonna paste the whole acronym and do a DuckDuckGo search. Homestuck Music Wiki. Right, okay, this checks. Yeah, it looks like they have transposed... Transpose? Is that even the right word? original post that was made that I cannot find for some fucking reason. Hide with major expansions and end distraction. Okay, yes, this is, yeah. Mystery solved, we found it. Imagine, if you will, a situation wherein I wrote the bulk of this song at 4 a.m. and then woke up only to discover the monstrosity I had created in my fleeting hubris. Excellent. And then... Oh, yeah. Right. Sitcom premise. Literally the chords to the theme of Family Matters. And then, he wrote lyrics for it. But, end distraction. Mystery solved. Alright. Because we're almost done with this chapter. Oh. Hey, guess what, everyone? Posture? Good, keeping your posture proper, doing stretches. Very important. Be mindful. I'm in pain a little bit. I was just hunching over that whole time. Then I sat up and I was like, ooh. No, that's not good. Alright. Shrimp check. Oh, yeah. Shrimp check indeed. I'm vertical. I am de-shrimped. Oh, yes. We'll have a good stretch. Reaching my arms up over my head. Eee! I hope you enjoyed that noise. And I will hydrate. And then we'll finish this fucking update. Okay. So John has just suggested, well, if you don't know what to do, then what the fuck do we do? Should we, like, follow her? And of course, that's a terrible idea. Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. Whatever's going on in there is likely to be extremely dangerous and scarily specific. Ha ha ha. It's dangerous and you let her jump right into it? Well, she didn't exactly give me much of a golden window of opportunity to try and talk her out of it, now did she? Besides, what exactly was I supposed to say? Hello, Vriska. Lovely to make your acquaintance. So glad you could make it to our little soiree. Would you mind doing something of particular significance next to, but not within that crackling narrative nexus of swirling space-time? By the by, I'm not actually sure as to what. And in addition to that, the forces at play here... Goodness gracious. And in addition to that, the forces at play here could quite easily rip you, or perhaps even all of us, along with our entire plane of existence, to pieces if you're not exceedingly careful. So do take a second or two to think about it. I mean, maybe that would have helped. But really, it sort of seems like she would have just jumped right the fuck in anyway. Yeah. Well, it doesn't feel like we're all being ripped to pieces. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty structurally intact. How about you, Callie? Hole in one. Yeah, I'm all good. Oh, damn, dude. When did you get in here? Wait, the fuck? Are those my chips? I guess they were. I found them in your hive. I had to go on a little pilgrimage on account of nobody in this cast of gods and political giants apparently has the requisite clout or ability to get a dude some fucking food on time. Big damn war on, and I guess that means I have to fucking starve. So you snuck into my house and raided my pantry? Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I didn't realize these were sacred human chips you used to commemorate your ancestors' remains or play a role in your probably nasty as hell mating rituals. Or maybe this is just what you guys use for toothpaste or whatever. Xenophobic? Isn't it reverse xenophobia? Reverse xenophobia isn't a thing, idiot. Also, it's not reverse xenophobia. You're the alien. If anything, it's reverse xenophobic of you to imply otherwise. Boom. Race relations blown the fuck out. Ugh, God, whatever. Give me one. Anyway, what's going on here? I wonder what is going on in there. Okay. Hi, Solix. Yeah. I know I mentioned this before, but I just, the one thing that I'm like not really a fan of with the writing direction is the direction that Solix's character is being taken. I know we've discussed this before, but I just feel like every time that he's come up, it's just been like like one big gamer joke, and that's kind of all that's happening with him. That's kind of all the depth that he's getting here. And I feel like there could possibly be more. Or I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe that's just he has been relegated to this form of comic relief character. Although, I don't know. I feel like Homestuck has has had characters that start as this kind of one-note comic relief type thing, and then, but like by the end of things, they're like, they have been given all of that depth. And I feel like with Solix, it's like he had that transition from, having his kind of, like, he had development, and now it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just not big on the gamer jokes, or like the gamer Solix type deal. That's just my personal opinion. Annoy as many people as possible. Finally giving himself a break by being completely apathetic. It's not perfect, but you can get it. Yeah, like, I can see what they're kind of doing with his character, or what perhaps the goal would be. But I'm just curious. Perhaps with time, he will become more than a gamer joke. I mean, yeah, if he ever gets to interact with Aradia again, then that would definitely be an interaction with more depth in it for sure. But yeah. Anyway, I'm curious. I'm always curious about this comic. But if we go to Grumpy Exposition Creature Exposit, we pull back on Alt Kelly taking a peek. Sick nasty to actually see him do something, but you understand the intent. Yeah. So yes, that's what I'm feeling too. Banger transition, yeah. But yes, this is the final page of the update. Let's have a look then. As ever, faced with the desperate scrabbling of those who would overstep their bounds, it falls to me to clear things up. Unfortunately, what's been started here is now beyond my ability to curtail. What I can do, however, is show you all the consequences of the actions of those who would leap before they looked, and at the very least offer you a reprieve from tiresome conjecture in favor of equally tiresome deus ex machina. And that is where we end. Who is it in the narrative that called out Kelly the grumpy exposition creature? Dirk move? Perhaps? Because there's no brackets around grumpy exposition creature exposit. It would also, yes, it would also be funny if she was just referring to herself that way. But yeah, that's where we leave. So, looks like Alt Callie is heading us into potentially heading us into a section that might feel akin to like the Doc Scratch sections of Act 5. Of Act 5, Act 2. Is kind of the feeling that I get from this. Pretty forthright about things that wouldn't surprise me. She made her frustrations known. Yeah, Vriska just called OG Callie an exposition creature. That's right. Yeah. In the dialogue there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, you know, it could be her playing a joke off of having listened to Vriska just then. But yeah, so that's what I feel like we're heading into in terms of like the next update. In terms of what's up with Vriska in there? I mean, Parawiggler, maybe? Total spaghetti death, maybe? Being spun around in a centrifuge. Because I know that it was, you know, it just showed her blood color, but like, I don't know, maybe she still got consciousness in there. Does she still have consciousness right now? That's another good question. Isekai'd into our world and punches James Roach. Worst outcome, passive narration from Vriska. Primordial Vriska soup. Funny thing, she spawned right in front of Alt Dirk. Now that would be a moment to witness. Fist fight ensues. Yeah, like, you know, it turned her blood color, but like, yeah, perhaps she did successfully make it through to the other side and is just like in meat world now. Most anime fight of all time. That's just never become. Oh god, his stupid fucking. Their stupid fucking jokes that they had in the original comic. Ari, Elsie, and Vriska, but yes. makes you wonder if the thing under the tarp in meat was another portal. Thing under the tarp in meat? I'm trying to think of what you're talking about, and I can't picture it. Was it like a piece of the one that Terzi looked at? But Dirk blocked it. Oh, early on. Ah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I was like, would that be on their ship? Would that be in their fucking science cave? Like, yeah. That could be it. Because, like, I mean, we don't really have a lot of points of reference in terms of how the Shrub portals work. I mean, up until this point, we were just like, yeah, you know, there's the ones in Hive Swap. And that's kind of it. Like, we didn't know if any other versions of that technology existed. So it's like, okay, our other point of reference has 2 of these machines in a pair, in a matched pair that trade with each other. So then, yeah, like, is there a counterpart to this one in the meat universe then that it would be interacting with on activation? Not totally out of the question yet. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like coming up here, if it does do a swap, the original does do swap, bring Terzi to Candy. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so far it has not displayed that it's definitely not exactly the same in terms of the swapping places that the other Shrub machines does. But portal between those two. Interesting to see her react. Oh yeah, see how John would react to that after texting Terzi for all those years. But yeah, we are done with updates for June, but it's already basically July anyway. Like, July is extremely soon. So, we're still back into sitting pretty for whenever the next update comes. They've been kind of sort of doing a mid-month, end-of-month thing. So, that could be how they will continue to operate. I'm still kind of like on the fence about doing every individual update as its own stream, just for the sake of the updates have been shorter since they've been splitting them in half. But I don't know. I just like doing things live and as they happen. It's just fun to capture that moment. Oh my god, yeah. And Terzi, after watching John die and being like, I have your corpse in my pocket. But yes, this is where we shall conclude for today. If they have enough buffer, we need more updates in a month. Yeah, it would be fun. That would certainly be fun if they hit a point where they can pick up the pace. But I feel like in order for that to happen, they're going to have to get a lot more Patreon subscribers first. I do hope that they do, because I would also like for the team to get more money for what I'm sure is an exorbitant amount of dedicated hard work to make all of this happen. But yes, we'll pause here for today. It's bedtime. It's bedtime, motherfuckers. Oh, it's bedtime. So, I want to overwork, but I hope we can get more updates later. Yeah. Yeah. So, highly unlikely for there to be another Homestuck update for next weekend, just given how they are spacing things out. Which means Disco Elysium. Next Saturday night. We are at a major climactic point. We are about to enter what I believe to be kind of like a final confrontation in the Whirling in Rags. So that is coming up next weekend. Very exciting. Yeah, let's see how I'm doing then, because, you know, first week of July means first week of day camps are all starting up, because the school year is now officially over for public elementary schools. So I am entering now my 2 months of being surrounded by children. So we'll see how much energy I have next Saturday. I'm beginning the second main phase of my day camp job. Thank you. Yeah, it'll be fun. We have good stuff planned. But it does take a lot of energy. Because it's my age group is like the really little guys. School age, you know, not like toddlers, but like kindergarten age. For the whole day. So we'll see about those munchkins. Lenny, thank you, much appreciated. Yeah, so maybe I'll have some cute stories next Saturday. But yeah, Disco Elysium, we're getting there. But for now, I hope that you all have a good week as well. Oh yes, we do have a video to end things today. Thank you for reminding me. So, like one of these and a 1 and a 2. Okay. There we go. Yes. Have a great week, everyone. I hope that you are able to find some small joys throughout your week, keep you going, and I'll be seeing you all for Disco Elysium next Saturday. Good night, good night.